Now I'm joined in my studio by my guest Steve Sullivan. I'm chatting off air. Really interesting guy. We're going to be talking about his book, and it's lovely to meet you. So thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
And how do you feel now? Now I've given you that dodgy coffee.
Oh, it's definitely dodgy. It's made me feel worse. I think I'm going to have it out the window.
You grew up in London.
East London.
East London. So tell us about East London back in the day.
Oh, back in the day. Mum's side come from Custom House, Dad's side come from Canning Town. Both dock areas, rough. But the good thing about it was rough, it was hard. But to me, it always taught us respect, morals, principles, good manners. If you didn't have good manners, you've got to clump round the ear hole.
Yeah.
But it actually didn't even come to that, it was just that look. But that's what we was taught, and that was how you treated other people. 3 sisters, one older, then me, and then 2 came about 10 years after. I think it took 10 years for Mum to get over me before she decided to try again.
You grew up with girls then? So you were mollycoddled, were you, a bit?
They all reckon I was spoilt. I can't have it. I think, nah, I ain't having that one. But I think, yeah, I probably was. Got away with more than what they did.
Yeah, were you a boy?
Yeah, always got away with more than what they did, and they always remind me of it. When I left school, I bluffed my way into an office because I couldn't even do joint-up writing. It was a nightmare. Did that for a while, wasn't me, and then I ended up working on Schweppes's as a drayman, delivering to the pubs, different places. Done that for 13 years, then finished there, then helped out my mum and my sister, had market stalls in Walthamstow, and selling ladies' underwear, stockings and tights. I hated it. No, I didn't. I loved every minute of it. It was brilliant.
Yeah.
It was such a crap, but it was hard work. Yeah. Always hard work. And mates of mine had pubs and different things, and I'd run them or look after them. And then family, we had a bar in Portugal for a while. That was my first encounter of working with spirit. Oh, she
Tell
goes.
me.
Well, no, it's just I'm very much into spiritualism, Buddhism, shamanism, and I go to spooky church, and yeah, I just love it. I love it. And when you get that pure evidence. My first experience was my mum, bless her, she had 2 heart attacks in 2 years, and she had to go and have triple bypass surgery, and took her 2 years to get over it. Then she flew out to Portugal to see us. She was there a week and dropped dead with a massive brain hemorrhage, just like that. And it was horrendous. And got back to England, and then my Uncle Terry, bless him, he said, come round the house, we're having dinner. So we got round there. There was me, my sister, the girl that I was seeing at the time. And Uncle Terry's house wasn't a dry house, but we'd sat there and we'd had dinner and all the rest of it, and I said, come tell, we're going to have a glass of beer or what? No, he said, I'm taking you to spiritual church. I said, oh, leave off.
Yeah.
Leave, I don't want to do that. But the real, what we were talking about earlier, synchronicity, coincidence.
Yeah.
Where my school was, no matter which way I come out of that school to go home, there was a little building on the corner. And every time I used to walk past that, my eyes used to water and my hair used to go up at the back. I swear. Yeah. I swear, I'm not messing. That's where he took me. And it was a spiritual church. So I'm sitting at the back and I'm thinking, I ain't having a lot of this. The only spirit I want to see is a large brandy. I really wasn't comfortable. But my Aunt Anne, bless her, she's on the other side now, she couldn't do joint up talking without swearing. And we loved her for it. We loved her for it. Everyone was an SB. I won't tell you what that is, but you can work it out. And the medium, it was packed, this place, and the medium's first person she's gone to was my Aunt Anne. And my Aunt Anne's, oh yes, oh no, yes, I can take that. And I'm sitting there thinking, so I said to Uncle Tel, what's the strength of this? I said, he said, that's her granddad and that's her dad. I knew Terry had never lied to me in my life, and Anne don't take prisoners. So I was sort of, wow. Anyway, she finished with Aunt Anne, and she looked round the room and she went, I'm coming to the bloke right at the back with a blue shirt on. I've looked over my shoulder. Oh no, it's me. I've got the blue shirt on, and I did. I was more nervous than what I am in here. I stood up and she repeated word for word that I was saying to my mum as I carried her through the villa in Portugal. word for word. And she said it's 3 months, and it was dead on 3 months. She then went on to say other bits and pieces that only my mum knew about, what I'd done as a kid. It gave me a big interest. And then I went and saw her privately, and she said, you'll be doing this. You'll be doing this work. I mean, yes, yeah, of course I will.
Yeah.
Not so likely. I was getting dressed, suited and booted, going out on this Saturday night, and I got a cotton bud, stuck it in my ear hole, and pop, went too far. Yeah, that's what I thought. Didn't stop me going out. No. But by the Monday, I was in real trouble. Went and saw a doctor. Oh, you perforated it. First surgeon, he operated on me 7 times in 16 months. Wow. Closing up the perforation with poison left inside. Ooh. So then I ended up going to see a neurologist consultant. Yeah. Rudy Capildeo, what a gentleman. What an absolute star of a man. Lumbar punch, MRIs. And he took me away from that guy and sent me up to the Hospital of Human Parts and Movements. Mm-hmm. Did you know we had one?
No.
No, me neither. It was the most, what an experience. Spinning me round in this chair, turning me up and down, checking me eyes. And that's when they decided that the balance organ, the inner ear, the cochlea, the mastoid bone was all starting to be eaten away. So then I had to go and see this other surgeon, Mr. Gerald Brooks, another absolute star. He done 7, 14, 15 operations he done.
Wow.
And they removed half my skull, took my ear off, cut into the brain. And we're like aeroplanes, people. We've got 2 vestibular nerves. Well, they took one of mine away, so I'm a one-engine aeroplane now.
You'd be doing all right on it.
Well, I fall over a hell of a lot. I think people look at you and they think, oh, you're drunk or you're on drugs. Well, no, I ain't either. The balance organ goes turned the wrong way. Broke my elbow twice, broke my shoulder, stitches in my head, broke my hand, umpteen bruises. And
so is this how you got round to actually having the time? Is this where you got, because you hadn't really, you'd never written, I can't believe you haven't written anything before, and you just come out with a book. So all that time that you were ill, that was the time when you started to write?
No, it was really, I mean, at school we had Class A, Class B, Class C. I never got out of C. I loved woodwork, metalwork, technical drawing, football. And I remember my English teacher saying to me, Sullivan, you'll never aspire to nothing. Okay.
Well, that's nice and positive, isn't it? I wouldn't be allowed to say that now.
So what I would say is people shouldn't take no notice of that when they put you down.
No, I don't think they did. I don't think they're allowed to do it now, are they? No.
To do that. I mean, what this lady said really, Doreen Winder, her name was, absolutely lovely lady. I still see her now. She's a real lovely lady. But it sort of led me into it, and the belief that life exists after life, which was very comforting. And then I was going through all the surgery. We ended up going away on holiday, and we was in Corfu, and there were 6 of us. The young lady I was with at the time, my cousin Kathy and her husband Kevin, 2 friends. Lunchtime, we'd had a nice bit of food, a few bottles of wine, as you do, and I went upstairs to have a lay down. And this shows you how long ago it was. I rolled over and pressed the tape. Do you remember the old tape machines?
Yeah.
There I had a tape. That shows you how long ago. And this song started to play. And as the song started to play, I just literally, it was like I was getting a video show in my head of this book, the story. I played the song 3 times, and I had the concept of the story. So I told all the others. They all laughed and thought I was nutty to begin with, because they thought I was making it up. But then it was like, well, you got to write this. And somewhere indoors, I've still got the first 30-page script. I used to leave the book for I didn't even start it as a book. It was for me. I was just writing for me. I'd leave it for months. I think the longest time I ever left it was for probably 2 years. And then I'd go back and write little bits more. Yeah. And then I thought, oh, that's finished. What's finished? It ain't nothing. And then I'd go back again. It was really weird. This really got spooky because I got into all the spiritual stuff. But, you know, like I'm an East End fella. My feet are still firmly on the floor. I ain't away with the fairies. 2 o'clock in the morning, I would wake up and I'd have all these conversations and ideas going on in my head about the book. I tried to write them down, but I wasn't that quick. So in the end, I had my laptop and I'd sit there and type.
Do you think that you feel that you've had some sort of inspiration or spirits coming through you to get this book out? So it is your book, but you've had some pushing from somewhere else.
Yeah, I absolutely believe it.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah.
There was parts in the book that I would write, and then when I read back and looked at it, I'd thought, where the bleeding hell that come from? I mean, I'm not stupid by no means, but I certainly can't talk like a judge or a QC and some of the formats that came out in the conversations. The humour is all mine. I'm claiming all the humour because that's all East End humour. That's all mine.
Tell us about the title of the book, because I'm not going to try and pronounce it.
Okay, title of the book is Cadeau De L'Amour,
which is
translated into English, The Gift of Love.
And about the book, you've got 3 families, all very different. They've moved into the new build houses on the estate at the same time. 1 child born to each family, and they've become friends from the beginning. Barbecue holidays, days out, and they all get involved and went everywhere together, sharing many happy times and fond memories. But things changed the day the 3 children, Tommy, Louise and Sophie, now in their teens, went on holiday together. They'd grown up like brother and sisters, but were now adults. They were suddenly alone in Portugal, and the mixture of sun, excitement and their freedom brought hidden sexual feelings out, leading to a holiday romance. There always has to be the odd one out, and when both girls fall in love with Tommy, it was inevitable one of them would get hurt. And is there anything that's happened to you, this sort of story, would you say, or is it
just 2 girls falling in love with me?
Yeah, all the time.
More than 2?
No, what do you reckon? Loads more.
No,
I'm looking at Francesca. She's going, yep.
I don't think ever 2, more than one at one time. My nephew is magic, Nate, when he on the computer, because I'm rubbish at looking into things. It's for selling Waterstones, about $8.99, and may I say a big thank you to Waterstones. Nigel, Kay and David at Brentwood Waterstones have been so supportive, and also Sarah, Rachel and Carl at Waterstones in Chelmsford.
How wonderful to walk in there. Do you not just walk in there and just go stand by your own book? I would, and just sort of stand there and take a picture of me.
The real weird one was I was standing in there having a chat with Nigel, because he's such a funny fella, and someone walked in and said, I want to buy Le Cadeau De L'Amour. And I sort of looked, and I thought, this is surreal. Like, this ain't real. Do you know what I mean? This is my book. Actually,
did you say anything? Did you say anything? Did you say, excuse me, I can sign that for you?
I didn't. Nigel did.
Oh, right.
I actually turned sort of to the side, and Nigel looked and went, would you like that signed by the author? And he went, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he opened the front page, and of course there's my picture, and he went, well, he's standing there. It was like, blew me away, to be honest.
Do you think this is something that for yourself it would be something that might get turned into a film, and you were talking about music as well, so it sounds like it could be, because we were saying there's music to go along with the book as well.
When I took the contract to my solicitors and I told them that I'd written 6 songs, I didn't know they were songs at the time. I was just writing. The solicitors went, right, we're taking out film, we're taking out drama, we're taking out music, that's yours. And I've got to say, I sent this off to all the big boys. I'm not going to name them, but the big boys.
Yeah.
And the response I got was, yeah, great. Where's your agent? Well, I haven't got an agent. And I wrote back and said, every established author at some point was a first-time writer.
Yeah.
Give us a break. Well, one of the songs is about Give Us a Break. And the songs come before the book, but it's really weird how they actually fitted in to the book. And then I was looking at different ways of doing it. I saw self-publishing, I didn't fancy that. And then I come across these companies that help you publish.
Yeah.
You pay, and bless, I've got to say, my sister Eileen.
Good name.
I didn't have the money. She funded it for me. Love you, Eileen.
Good name, Eileen. That's my mum's name as well.
That was my mum's name as well.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, my mum's and my sister's.
Yeah, good classic name.
Yeah, she funded it. There was 4 of them that wanted it, and I couldn't make up my mind which one to go to.
That's brilliant.
So we go back to the spooky game.
Yeah.
Yeah? We was doing a meditation. And a mate of mine, Les Fuller, he went, ask a question. There was a load of us. And I said, who should I send my book to? And I got into my meditation, and what I see? Flying horse. What's the flying horse? Pegasus. One of the company was Pegasus Elliott Mackenzie Publishers. So thanks Pegasus Elliott Mackenzie Publishers. I think they've done a brilliant job.
That's amazing to be wanted by that many publishers for your first book.
I think they was only after the money, if I'm honest.
Who's this book going to appeal to? What's your just sort of target
I think
audience?
it would cover most genders.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a raunchy scene in it, so maybe you under, I don't know what age now they are raunchy.
18, 16, yeah. Did you shut your eyes when you wrote that? I hope so.
No, I was getting really excited. I started thinking about life experiences. My Daniel, he's my nephew, Daniel Cable. He when he read it, he said, "Steve, there's a bit of autobiography in there, isn't there?" And I said, "Just a little bit." I think the sort of the fella in the book, Tommy, he comes from the East End, so I sort of, and he's a big football boy and going to make it, and I sort of think based a lot of him on me. My sister actually said that as well. So yeah, I think there's no, not autobiography, but there's little bits of my life.
Yeah,
I'd say more about my life that's actually filtered in, and maybe some of the things I believe in. And so in the book, there's sort of that fact that people actually, don't matter which walk of life you come from, you can actually live together. You don't have to have all this, what's going on. Then it's about romance and love and mystery and intrigue, deceit and lies, sliding doors, paralleled existences, and then the final scene. Sorry, I'm not going to tell you because I'm not going to spoil it.
Buy the book, buy it.
Buy the book, buy it.
That's what we want people to do, is go and buy the book.
I think it's about life. Most of the people I know that have read it, and they're not the kind of people that would blow wind into my ear and give me a load of waffle. They've told, and most of them said, wow, couldn't put it down. My naif tells me, been sold in America, 5 different states. Been sold in Denmark, selling in France, selling in Ireland, selling in Germany. And I'm like, what?